Ow. Okay, for today's video, we're going to pick up where we left off last time on the Acadia. Last time, we replaced the front motor mount all the way down there on the bottom, and I said that the upper torque strut mount up top here needed to be replaced, and we're going to do that next time, and the part had not shown up yet. Well, it's shown up. This is the part number. This is the one I got from RockAuto. I believe I ordered this. It was of the last maybe 10 of this brand that they were carrying. They're probably not carrying it anymore, so you may or may not be able to get this one again. I don't know. Now the torque strut mount is up here. You can kind of see the bracket right there. It connects from back here underneath the fuse box to right up here in the bracket here. Keeps the engine from twisting. So a lot of videos I saw, people are doing things where you're taking off, like this trim piece, which you don't need to take out the trim piece because the trim just covers up and butts right up to metal right there. Some people are taking apart the actual fuse box itself and completely disconnecting it to get it off the bracket. I don't know if that's necessarily, if you have to do that. I don't think you do, and I could come back and eat my words here in a little bit later, but I'm just going to try and take the whole fuse box. I mean, I may take the cover off, but lift the whole fuse box out of the way to then get to the bracket that holds the fuse box on, where there's a 10mm bolt, a 10mm nut here, back over here, and then down there's one that goes at an angle, a bolt, to remove that bracket out. And once that bracket's out of the way, then you can get to the two 10mm bolts that hold the torque strut in. I believe people are just disassembling everything to give you more room to work, but I guess we'll find out as we go. Things you'll need for this job will be ratchet, various extensions, a 13mm to remove the positive battery cables off of the fuse box here, because your battery's behind the passenger seat and the floor, and torque wrench, various extensions, the 10mm socket, and then also I forgot to grab it real quick when I started this video, but I need a flat blade screwdriver, a flathead, because you will go around, you'll see these tabs here at the bottom. So you have tabs right here. Pop those tabs off. That's how you pull the fuse box and separate it from the connectors underneath it. But then you have these tabs here on the bottom. There's two right there on this side, I think one here in the front and one down on the back side. I can't see anything on the left hand side, but those are the ones that hold the entirety of the base of the fuse box to that bracket, and that's what we need to get the bracket out of the way. So I'm going to position the camera here and work on popping those out. First things first, we're disconnecting the positive battery connection up here. It's the 13mm. There are two wires that go to this that I'm not disconnecting the battery in the back. I don't think you really have to, but I want to make sure they don't ground out and maybe pop a fuse, or potentially you may have to reset your settings after this, all your presets and stuff on your radio and Bluetooth and all that. Honestly, I don't know. Down back there. I just want to get these things out of my way and keep them insulated from anything. Pull it up out of the way. All right, flathead screwdriver. Pop and lift. Lift. There's a one for the full thing here down on the bottom. This is one of the situations where you need like 37 hands. Okay. I'm going to separate the top of the fuse box. And to do that, you have these two 10mm bolts here. There's a little orange tab. Hopefully you can kind of, Well, you won't be able to see them from here, but there's little orange tabs, and you just twist off until you kind of feel it stop having any resistance to it. That'll where you loose. Okay. There we go. Now that's out of the way. Now we pop off the bottom bracket. These things hold a lot of dust, apparently. Okay, so nut, bolt. Remove those. 10 millimeter. This needs to pop off. You can pop it up, but it wasn't meant to be slid out. Okay. Get another connector over here. Get out of the way. This is actually going to be a good opportunity for me to vacuum out some dirt. At 15 millimeter for the torque strut bolts themselves. Checking the camera angle. Let me show you down in there. Okay, that's so the tray and stuff moved out of the way. You have the one bolt right here. So I'm going to loosen up now, and then the other bolt right here. 15 millimeter. Put it back. I understand why people have camera crews. Okay, front one goes, or the long one I should say, goes to the front of the engine. The short one goes back in the bracket here. I'll lose them. Okay, as you saw me struggling like an idiot, I was pulling the wrong way. There's actually a notch in the lower bracket back here. So you rotate the front out, push it back, and then it slides out. Can I see it on the camera? Yeah. Rotate the front, push it back, and it slides out and around like that. Man, these things hold a lot of dirt. If we'll look right here, it's not 100% broken through, but you can see that crack going through there. There's the bottom side of it. That was shot. Broken.
It's broken.
Just try and put it back in the way you got it out. So slide the back end in first through here. Back far enough to go into that notch. Oh, there you go. And then slide that into the front bracket. And that was much easier. Remember, logger bolt in the front. Snug those up. This is where you need your torque wrench, 43 foot-pounds. Okay, as I said with my how to use a torque wrench video, which you haven't watched, you should watch. Hint, hint, go watch it. We're going to split the difference and do it in 2 steps. This is 43, I'll just go 20 and then the 43. Alright, that's 20. The other way. Three. All right, bring the torque wrench down, and now we are just to the point of reassembling stuff in the opposite order of how we took it apart. That's your place. Now I need to put this tray back through here. You have this connector to reattach. This connector down here to reattach. It's there. Okay. Nope. Gotta put those nuts and that bolt back on first. Okay, I just wanted to double check, make sure I had these two in the same spot. Snap that down in place. Alright. That snapped down in place. And you twist this up until these, it's kind of tight, I guess, or the tabs go up. They seem to have a safety stop on them. Okay, yeah. It's preventing you from going too tight. So the orange tabs kind of sit apart and they get to where they're almost touching when you're up to the top. So got that in there. Now put the lid back on. And then we just reconnect the battery cables. All right, that's it. That's how you replace the torque strip mount up at the top. Far easier than replacing the front motor mount at the bottom. No jacking involved. But yeah, that's it. Yours may be dirtier, not as dirty. Your mileage may vary. What's your part number again? All right, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. In case you're wondering how I came up with the name for the channel, it's a pretty greasy finger.